What's up, everyone? I'm the Classic Rocker, and tonight we are back with some more Fortnite and the Simpsons, working on gyro button hold time and trackball drift, trying to get the right timing for drift snapping, which I believe is the glue that is going to put all of this together once I figure out the correct timing, because whatever settings I end up with, or you end up with, if you have the correct timing on drift snapping, it's going to help solidify and make sure that you line your shots up in a more consistent way. So let's just see if I've got the timing correct tonight. I keep getting closer and closer to it, but now I'm at 165 on the gyro button hold time and 8.5 on the trackball decay. So the lower the decay, the faster the trackball spins. And I had it for so long at 9.2, and I played with several different variations of different trackball decay, but the hold time I've had was always at 151. So I was always at 151 and 9.2, right, for the longest time. So what I've done differently now is I've increased my hold time so it has more of a pause. So from 151 to 165, that's 14 hundredths. No, I don't know if that's correct or not, but it's basically 0.014 more than it was before. So I think that is 14 hundredths. That much of a difference. Bro, see, that was drift snapping right there to perfection. I locked it in, and it's crazy how much just that little timing makes a difference in how much it pauses. It's just like when somebody's talking and you hear them say their sentences too fast. If there's not enough time to understand each word, then it just sounds like a bunch of gibberish, right? So that's all this is doing, is it's basically giving more shape to the words that I'm trying to say with this controller. That's the best analogy that I have for this, is that when you drift snap and you do it properly, it makes it so that you can just literally at will point it where you are intending for it to go without very much thought and effort. So it's kind of like when you experience it for yourself and you see what I'm talking about happen as you're playing, it feels like magic, because it just goes exactly where you are trying to make it go. And you can't believe that it's actually doing it, because you programmed it to be that way. It's always still crazy to me. But we're gonna have a great, fantastic time tonight.
Who's there? The house inspector? I swear I got the...
Oh no!
Working in the shadows, eh? Well, that's right. Oh my God.
Okay, here's people.
It's about to...
Oh, 0% aim assist, bro. Okay, try drift snapping again. Oh my gosh, that's the power of Gyro right there. Wow, bro. That was a perfect flick right onto his head. That was incredible stuff, bro. I'm onto something, man. Okay, so let's try to heal up. I think that's a bot that's trying to kill me right there. Hey, what's up?
Okay, you were trying to destroy me, but
Go Hunt 365, Brody Crowther. I had to think of what your name was for a second, man, because it's all these @ usernames are just messing me up.
I'm warning you.
That was incredible stuff. Okay, so let's chill for a minute. Oh, come on. Oh, I ran out of mats, bro. If I would have just paid more attention to my mats. Okay, we're on to something. Hey, what's going on, Molly Coocher? Good to see you. It has been a minute. All right, we're going to try to work with this beat that we made the other night. I'm going to try to change the sounds in this because it's not quite right. So let's see if we can find something good. Okay, so what sound? Okay, so that's not the sound that I want right there. That's not what I'm looking for either. That's not what I'm looking for either. Okay, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. See, the more that I do that every day, the faster I'll get because I'll know where everything is at. Right now, I'm still trying to understand where everything's at on it. Okay, so I didn't like that. I need to get a little bit more on it first before I start spamming it. All right, here we go. And that was starting off so strong. Started off so strong. Something so strong. I couldn't decide which weapons I wanted to get. Hey, what's up, Bassmaster Burton Fishing? Good to see you, homie. Hope you had an excellent day, man. Excellent. Excellent day. Wish I had a car. I wish I had a car, man. I wish I had a car, man. Oh, really, Bart? Oh, really, Bart? Well, I'd like to find some people. Didn't mean to make it this quiet. Yeah, I sure did, man. I sure did. It was excellent. Of course. Of course. I got a 2-for-1 right there, bro. 2 for the price of 1. Thanks to bots. See you later, homie. That's the power of Gyro. Did you see how I kept just going like this? Bro. I'm telling you, man. We are getting somewhere with the timing of all of this, with drift snapping and everything. I gotta find something to this beat. It's not the right sounds. It's not the right sounds. It's close, but it's still not right. We'll find it. We'll find it. We shall find it. I said we shall find it. Oh, took me way too long to get out of the car there. Doesn't matter when it's a bot, right? I mean, come on. Is that the only move they could teach it? After billions of dollars, the only move they can teach it is to just make 4 walls and stand there? They went and chased each other. I wasted all those mats, man. Okay, there they are. Stay still. Stay still. See you later. Oh, man, that was just the wrong play to stay there and try to hold it on his face. Okay. Bro, we're on to something here, man. It's just getting better and better and better. Okay, let's see if we can find the right sound. That's the sound we need to fix right there. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, HTT16? Good to see you, homie. Oh, these sounds are terrible, bro. Okay. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. That whole page that I was pushing right there was just nothing but the wrong sounds. You see? You see how similar this is to what I'm doing with Gyro versus what you do to try and find and create music? It's all similar. You have to sit there and just like listen and twiddle and then listen some more, screw around for a little bit, come back to it later, and then still not get the right sound. It's all the same. It's all the same. I don't know why I laughed like that. That was kind of weird. Oh, come on. I was like... Man, it took me way too long to line that up. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to find a faster way to get it lined up. That's the point of what I'm trying to do right here. That took way too long to get it lined up. It should have been just a natural sweeping motion. Oh, come on. Oh, man, I timed the cone just right. Okay. I timed that cone perfectly. Okay, so let's go back to 151 and 9.2 to compare. Let's see if we can make this sing. Let's make it sing, man. Is there any vehicles anywhere? Oh my god, what a clutch, man. I whiffed my shotgun shot. But I was able to bail myself out by spraying and going like this with the gyro. That was pretty cool. I love it. Okay, so I'm back on the original timing that I've been playing on for so long. And now it feels like it's right. You know, so I got to figure out where exactly it is that I don't like what it's doing and figure out what to do about it, because the reason why I've been on this hunt is because it's just been hit and miss, it feels like, on my timing. But this still feels far better timing-wise. Oh, come on. Oh, bro, that would have been such a great clip. See, that's the stuff that I'm trying to fix right there. Like, if I could have had the right timing on my drift snapping, I could have hit that. Okay. You see, that was drift snapping right there, holding it, helping me to hold it in the right spot, right? I was tapping it, and it was just staying steady right there. But the problem is that sometimes when I'm coming out of like a crazy situation, I can't get the right timing on it. So it's either a matter of technique, and I just got to stay right where I'm at with this until I get the right technique down, or there's a better timing that will help me to hit those shots faster. Because the whole point of it is to help me to line it up as fast as humanly possible. You see how? Watch. So when I hold that button, it just keeps drifting, okay? But if I tap it, it drifts in the direction that I'm holding it. And so that's the timing part of it that can help or hurt you without you realizing it. Because it wasn't until I figured out that the hold button time, even if you have the trackball set to do nothing and it doesn't do anything, it just disables the gyro completely. The gyro button hold time still affects how this feels when you spam it. And so you could literally have great settings, but if you are pushing your gyro modifier button at the wrong time, it'll screw what you're doing up because the timing affects it. I don't know why it does, but it does. See, I wish I could understand all of it, but I don't. I just know what it does. See, right there was because of bad drift snap timing. It depends on the angle. Sometimes the angle is difficult to hit, so that's the reason why the timing isn't working, right? But other times it just feels like you can just do whatever you want like magic. So I don't know how to differentiate that. That's what I'm trying to figure out without wasting all my mats here. See, that was drift snap timing right there. That was perfect. See, this is all being done with 0% aim assist. 0. So I don't know. Maybe I just live with where it's at right here. Okay, and see, that was the reason why I kept that gun so long is because I was testing how it was going to go. Why won't that open? With drift snap timing. And so far, I've been able to get it right more, probably because I've been playing on 1.51 and 9.2 for so long. So I kind of know where the pitfalls of it are, like where it sucks and where it's not, or where it is good. But I know there's a better timing out there. I've just been searching for it and have been unsuccessful in finding anything better than this. Because basically what I have to recognize when the timing isn't working right is how to position myself so that I can get it to work right. Because it's like it's great from certain angles, and from other angles it's just completely terrible. The timing is horrible. So I want to be able to control it from any angle is what I'm going for. You know, but maybe this is the best I can get. Who knows? For real? You're gonna drive around like this? See? This is all they can program bots to do. For real? I really need to get some shield or some heals. Let's focus on that. That's not what I meant to do. I don't know. Maybe I just keep it here. Because I'm so used to it. I just want so desperately to be able to hit those crazy shots. Where are you at, my little homies? Okay, there's one person. Alright, here we go. Oh, I just wasted that. There was somebody shooting over here. Oh! I almost hit that. Okay, I just timed it wrong. See, I was using drift snapping right there to hold it in the right spot, and I almost timed it right. What the heck kind of glitch was that? Oh, come on, the bush got in the way. I almost lined that up too. See, that's, if I had better drift snap timing, those shots would have been so easy. That's what I'm trying to fix. Oh, come on. Somebody got me from behind. Oh my god, what a clutch, man. That's the power of Gyro right there, bro. No way. Okay, just focus on healing. Focus on healing. Oh, dang it. Grab this med kit. Okay. I can't believe I'm still alive, bro. Come on. Bro, this is so sweaty, man. Or am I just worrying too much? Am I trying too hard? Let's see. We'll find out. Alright, let's just focus on getting to zone. If I stay in front, I should win. Okay. See you later, homie. I need to get that loot. Oh, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Oh, I can't do that. What am I doing? Oh. No way! Who shot me? Who shot me? Bro, I was doing so good right there, man. It was so close, bro. So close. Oh, I forgot to ready up. I was so locked into trying to make the right sound. Bro, I was so close to winning that match, man. That was some good stuff. So I got to figure out how to clean up that drift snap timing because it's almost there where I have it now. I was hoping that 165 and 8.5 would be the money, but it's not. This is, I don't know where to go. We'll do another match just like it, I guess, and see if we can figure it out. Maybe this is the sound right here. Okay, so then we got to change the piano sound now. I don't know. It's still not the right sound. It's so close. You see how it's so similar? I do the same stuff when I'm playing music, when I'm trying to figure stuff out for like how I want it to sound. It's like, man, it's right there. It's so close. That's why I fell in love with this, because it's all pretty much the same. It's the same stuff. Pretty much the same. Excuse me. Okay, thanks for the loot delivery. Oh, come on. Oh my God, what a play, man. What a play. That was crazy. That was crazy. I don't think I've ever done anything like that before. That was super, super clutch. Super well timed. Really? Oh my gosh, man. Wow. 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 Can you believe that I just did that? That was crazy, bro. That was crazy. See, there's something to be said for playing on 151 and 9.2. Because it's pretty great for the majority of what I'm trying to do. It's just not the right timing in plays where I want to like hit somebody like right out of the sky or stuff like that, you know? Okay, that was almost perfect right there. Oh, come on. The third party got it. Bro, I'm trying so hard right now against this guy. I just ran out of mats. See you later, homie. That was probably the absolute best gyro play and sequence I have ever done. Ever. That was incredible stuff. Hey, what's up, Zalaus? Yes, I do remember you, bro. Of course I remember you, man. It's been a minute. Yes, it was clutch, man. That was so clutch. You see, I know how I should be timing it when I'm in these situations, but I want it to be like, for every situation, I want it to be perfect, right? But maybe I just live with this. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. So there's nobody over here. I need to find a car. Alright, actually I need to find a big pot. That's what I really need. Big pot. I must have just picked up a couple more subs because I was at 308 before stream, so that's awesome. Yeah. Yep, we are on our way. We are on our way. Alright, so here. Just don't save that. We're gonna skip that beat and go back to one that is my favorite so far. This is why we don't give up. That's what I'm calling this one. Yeah, well, thank you so much for that. That's a high compliment. I really appreciate that. I've been really working hard at trying to understand the way that I need to move it. So it's been kind of a combination of my settings, being correct, and me understanding what technique I need to use to make it all work. Oh, it's all good, man. Hey, have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping in. It's always good to have you here, homie. That was Zalaus, everybody. Give it up for Zalaus. What the heck, man? I didn't know it was gonna do that, bro. I'm just trying to investigate. That's what it said to do. It said investigate, and I didn't mean to get killed by it. Wah, wah. Yes, I needed that song. I needed that song. Just kind of motivates me to hear that. Wish I could find a car. Give me a gold gold shotgun. Give me a gold shotgun. Okay, I need to make my way over to this loot over here. Okay, that was clutch. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! No way! How did that happen, man? So close. That was so close. I know. I think what happened is that guy was on the not in storm, and so I killed my guy, and then I died to storm. That's why I got second, and that guy was just standing there, and he won. I'm gonna try something here. Yo, what's up, Silky? Good to see you, homie. All right, so let's go 1, 2, 0. I'm gonna match it with my smoothing window and see if that does anything. about to find out here. We're about to find out here. Let's go like this. Okay, so the hold time is wrong. Hold time is wrong. Let's go 3-0. No, it's not that. It's too fast. Oh, come on. Okay. Let's go. We're almost on it, man. We're almost on it. Bro, if you missed it, Silky, I had probably some of the best plays ever just in the last 30 minutes, basically. All right, so let's see. So 151's where it was at. I want it to be just a little bit quicker, so let's try. Yeah, man, it was crazy. And it was on my old hold time, but it's still not correct all the way, so I'm trying to fix it and see if I can make it better. All right, let's try 140, just to see what it does. Okay, maybe this is it right here. Let's cross our fingers. Let's cross our fingers. That was an interesting feeling that I've never felt before trying to do 140. I pulled the wrong gun out, man. I had that. I had that. Yeah, there was a bunch of great stuff going on over that 30-minute stretch. Let's see if 140 is the right timing. Yeah, you see how I'm able to just, this is what I'm looking for right here. The way that I was able to just whip into those spots quickly off of a turn, that's how how I want it to go, especially if I'm coming out of a turn and then I need to go long distance. That's even better. What is wrong with this glitch right here where you get stuck in the middle of the floor? See, what is that glitch? What is that glitch? You gotta remember where those spots are, because that's terrible. Oh, I messed up my edit right there. Okay. I forgot I had the window open. I was trying to edit back to the other way. Such a nice sound, man. Why have I never tried 140? It feels like magic. Let's just cross our fingers here. Feels like magic. Okay, so that whole time is garbage. I couldn't even pause it right there. All right. Let's go up. I can't even remember which pickaxe I'm using right now. Oh, the marshmallow pickaxe. Yeah, well, thanks, man. I appreciate that compliment. That means a lot. That means a lot, homie. I may just have to stay at 151 and just live with the timing. I've been trying for the last 11 days. That's why this is part 11, trying to find the right perfect timing, and I still keep coming back to the original. Here we go. Let's try it again. Try it again. Okay, I already changed it to 141. Nope, that's definitely not it. Definitely not it. That's not it. Okay, maybe this is it. Let's see. Let's cross our fingers. 143. Never tried it. Never tried it. How would you say 0.143 in like tenths, hundredths, and thousandths? Wouldn't be 143 hundredths, I don't think. Oh, come on. I didn't see where he was at. Oh my God, what a play, man. What a play. Did you all just see that? That is the power of Gyro right there. That was crazy. What a shot. It just went straight to where I wanted it to go. Right to his head, man. Yeah, exactly. I circled back to this, to where I began. Right. That's what it feels like. But I'm on 143 right now, okay? So maybe that's the reason I could do that. I don't know. I don't know yet. That's definitely a gyro clip right there. Call it magic. Okay, good. There's a car. All right, let's just spam the heck out of it and see if we can get it to work right. Okay, so maybe this is what I should be looking for, because the way that I'm able to just turn on a dime right now at 143, I don't know if you guys can see this, but the way that it feels right now is incredible. Like at the precision that I can just turn around on a dime. Okay, maybe that's a qualification that we need to see if that is a good way to judge whether or not you're on it. Because that's another thing that I try to do too, is I try to think of like, is this a good way to measure that you're in the right space, like you're in the right zone for your setting that you're trying to adjust. Oh man, I should have just been spraying right there. I almost clutched out of that. That was a pretty good test. For me to be able to stop and pause it. Because that's basically what I'm trying to do with this drift snapping technique. Is it's giving me a chance to pause it for just long enough to get everything lined up. Quickly. So it's like I'm saying timeout, making a small adjustment, and then turning the gyro back on. The fact that I almost did that, like if I would have started spraying right there after I hit the shotgun shot, it would have been over. So I've tried to think of every other way that you can use your gyro modifier button. And the only one that makes the most sense to me is to use crouch, which it ends up going straight into a slide when you use the modifier button instead of your regular crouch button. But that's also a good thing, like when you get used to that, because you can just go instantly into a slide from the gyro modifier button just by walking. Like if you push full forward and then push the gyro modifier button, it just goes instantly to a slide. Especially with where I have my hold time set for sliding. I have it set to 169. So I wish that I could give you a better answer on that. But the only thing that has ever worked for me has been to bind it to that crouch button. Because in my mind, it's inconsequential enough of a feature to crouch that you can spam it and it not affect anything else that you're doing. But if there's another way that you can come up with, I'd be interested to hear it, but I know you were looking for me to give you the answer. But crouch is the best thing for me, so I don't really know. Because see, if I spam crouch, it actually helps my aim anyway, so because the modifier is being used in a way to help my aim, it's just another function of trying to get my aim right. Just like you would do on keyboard or mouse, you know, spam crouch to help you with your positioning of your crosshair. And I talk like I play keyboard or mouse. I don't even know how to build on keyboard or mouse. I've tried it, and I'm super, super bad at it. I thought I saw footsteps over here. Okay, here we go. No, I don't. 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 It's true. Okay. Where did he go? Alright, so... it's just a little much right there. Let's slow it down some more and see if we can fix it. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to go to 144. It's getting close to where I want it to be. Maybe not 144. Let's try going 9.3. 9.3. Maybe this is it. Let's see. Let's cross our fingers. No. Don't like it. I don't like it. Let's try 144. Okay, so that was pretty good right there. I like that. You see how quickly I was able to get that? I mean, he was running in a straight line, so it's not like it really is credible, but it was what I wanted it to do, so that's a good sign. Okay, that was almost good. It was almost good. It's still not quite right. Hey, what's going on, Rich 831? Good to see you, man. We're still trying to figure out the right timing. I may end up just staying on my original timing at 151 and 9.2 and just live with the imperfections in it because it's so good for most of what I need it for. It's just I have to accommodate for it and consider when it's going to screw up what I want it to do and take that into account. Okay, so that worked, but he was also just standing still, so that doesn't mean anything either. Okay, so that's not a good test. I'm not going to qualify that. The only part I liked about that right there was that I was able to quickly line it up, but it was because he was standing still. So that's not going to count in my opinion. I need it to be just like, boom, I tap it and it just get to the spot. So let's say this is the target. I want to be able to just get there very quickly with as little overcorrection as possible. See, just... No, right now I'm on a little bit faster timing. So 151 and 9.2 is the best that I've had it set up for. And it works for most things, but it's just a little too slow in certain situations. So I want to speed it up, and trying to figure out which part of the timing to move to speed it up is the hardest part. Okay, so you're gonna do that. You're gonna do that. Okay. Yeah, for sure, man. I can definitely show you what my settings are. Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I get to a safe spot, I'll show them to you. So I can explain what I'm doing. As you look through it, you can kind of understand why I set it up this way. Yeah, no problem, man. That's what I'm here for. If I can save other people time, then mission accomplished. Okay, so that's not the right timing. Ah, okay. So 144 is bad. All right, so I'm going to go back to 151, okay? And then I'll explain to you why I have everything set up like I do, okay? So 151 and 9.2 has been the gold standard for me for drift snapping, okay? But my base sensitivity is at 1.2. My vertical to horizontal ratio is 97:1. So the reason why I have it set here now is because I want it to be that when I flip my crosshair up to level, that when I'm in a crazy situation, I can just do it naturally without it over correcting above the center. Okay. So that's the reason why I have it set at 97:1. Okay. So you want to put this value at a place that feels good to where you can snap it up and it goes to the face. That's how you see me make a lot of those clutch plays. Okay. So then, 2.3 on the multiplier, 0 minimum threshold, 110 maximum threshold, 1.2 first person mode, 0.94 scoped, 0.92 aim, 1.2 pickaxe, 1.5 building, 0.74 editing. So this part right here is going to be the most misunderstood part of all of this, because you can set this up to build and edit like you're a monster at it, but it'd be terrible for your aim because it's too slow or too fast coming out of your builds and edits. Okay, so you can literally be off by 0.1 or 0.02 and drive yourself nuts trying to figure out where it needs to go from there. But what you're looking for is you're looking for it to be a complementary speed to what you are on right before you enter that mode. And what I mean by that is when you flip it, when you go build and edit, does it complement when you come out of build and edit? Is it too slow or too fast? And so that's kind of like what helps you to line your stuff up and be in the right place is when you have those values set correctly. Okay. So now to finish it, local space, standard. Where did he go? I'm so confused. Oh, he's way down here. Hang on, let me kill this guy and I'll finish what I was saying. Oh, I almost flipped it on him. Okay. All right, let's try this again. It'll give me a chance to finish my explanation of everything. Okay, so standard for yaw, roll, and pitch. Okay, and so again, if you're on local space, you get all three of these. Okay, if you're on player space or world space, roll doesn't really do a whole lot. So I just leave these on standard. You can disable any one of them, play around with that. There may be some practical applications for it, but it's really better to just have all of them on. And then the filters at the bottom, this is the most misunderstood section also, okay? So think of your movement without any filters as just like a smooth, steady line that you are trying to grab and control, but it feels difficult because it's slippery, right? What these filters do is it helps you to have a better grip on that control. That's how you adjust these, but knowing which ones to adjust and why is very tricky because they all feel similar. They feel similar because if you're trying to make it tighter, you can move any one of those and it'll feel tighter. But do you want to feel the tightness before or after your motion? That's kind of like how you have to think of the way that it feels when you adjust those, is you want to see, is the adjustment that I'm making to go tighter coming before or after where I'm trying to go? So dead zone would be before, right? Tightening would be second to that. And then the smoothing window and the smoothing threshold. So it's kind of like backwards here. But the order is dead zone, tightening, smoothing window, and then smoothing threshold. So if you think of how you're tightening it up, this is the order in which you will feel it from bottom to top. And then on top of that, you've got this whole trackball section here that lets you time how you are stopping the gyro from moving. So those are my gyro settings. Then I'll show you my stick settings, because I use a conjunction of both. come on. Dang it, I shouldn't have done it that way, bro. Yeah, no, man. See, this is a great thing you said, man. Thank you for that. That means a lot. So, use the gyro as, if you're used to playing on sticks, and this is the way that I believe most people are going to transition from this. Okay, hey, what's going on, Rabbits? Good to see you, man. Is you have to treat it like you are still playing on sticks, and the more that you understand what you're doing, you're already naturally gyroing your movement even when you're on sticks. Okay, and that's not even a word, but you're already naturally moving the controller in a way that... Did I just lose my overlay? What the heck? How long's my overlay been gone? That's weird. Hang on a second. Let's see if we can turn that, fix that. Okay, there. Now it's back. Okay. So... maybe I've had it off all night. I thought it was on. So anyways, what I was trying to say is that when you move the gyro, right, if you just pretend that the gyro is off and you just play with sticks, you're already naturally moving in the direction that you were doing with your stick with the gyro. So you can set the gyro up initially to be super slow so that it feels more easily able to adjust after your stick movement, right? So like you come out with the stick move and then you can move it with the gyro afterwards, or you can do a combination of both. It's a technique that I call thumbstick roll, where you're applying pressure. You're not even really moving the stick a whole lot, but the pressure of the stick and the gyro movement together makes it feel very tight, like aim assist. So that's a technique that I used, or that I've used a lot to try and help me to line shots up quickly, because if I just stiffen up my thumb on the stick and then move the gyro a little bit, it just feels like it moves at the correct speed right to the spot I'm trying to go, because it works really good for small movement. That's the reason why I think that's so valuable. So for sure, use all of what you can use to get used to it, you know, and treat it like it's an augment to your sticks instead of the other way around. Because if you try to approach gyro first like this only, it's very confusing for this game. For other games, it might be less confusing, but for this game, the kind of movement that you need to have an understanding first of like what you're even trying to do before you can even adjust it right, you see? Oh, come on. Bro. Exactly, yeah. See, that's exactly the... And so this was a bad example of what I was trying to do here. But you see, I freaked out, but I didn't time it right. Right? I shouldn't have been freaking out. It should have been an easy way to get this guy. But when you have it set up right, the beauty of it is that it naturally just responds to where you're trying to go in your moment of panic. And that's why it's so valuable, is that you naturally, when you're just playing with sticks, are already doing this stuff anyways. And so why not take advantage of that extra movement? Okay, so let me show you my stick settings now. So this is what I use in conjunction with the gyro. Okay. So, stick-wise, this portion right here, this affects how fast your initial stick movement starts off. So you can move this from 1 to 10, 1 being slow, 10 being fast. And I have it set on 10 because it feels like it is the full throttle of my stick immediately. Okay. And the way that you set that is by turning advanced options off. And then you, after you set it where you want, turn advanced options back on. Okay. 1.8, 1.9 for build and edit. 1.24 first person mode. 43, 45, 16, 14. 0.46 on the ramp time. 11, 14, 17, 15. 0.45 on the ramp time, 1.09 speed multiplier. So let me explain a little bit about the spread on boost, okay? The reason why so many people have just written boost off is because they never understood how to spread it. Everybody always said, yeah, bump it to 10, 10, 11, 11. Don't really go higher than 15 or 20 or whatever. But the way that you set it up is once you get the numbers, so you start off with having your numbers relatively the same. So let's just say 10, 10, right? For the sake of example. But then after you find where it's pretty close to being every kind of movement you want it to be with your stick, if it's a little off, you take your vertical number and you start bumping it up or down, and then you kind of, so you leave your horizontal alone, and then you kind of move your vertical up and down until you complete the circle. So like 10, 10 will feel flat, and then going 10, 13 will kind of give you like a little bit better arc to control. So like if I had it on 10, 10, it would feel more flat. But now that it's 10, 13, let's say for the sake of example, now I can move into a circle with more range better. That's what the spread does when you're setting your boost, is it helps you to hit the correct angle on your hip fire and on your ADS. So that's why I have it spread like that, is because it gives me the correct angle that I want to feel on my sticks. So then let me go back and finish that up here. %, aim assist, 0 dampening time. You can adjust the dampening time in 0.01 increments. Basically what it does is it just delays. It's not even really a delay. It's not the right word. It constricts your movement on the stick for that much time. So for 1/100th of a second, if you have it at 0.01, it will constrict your movement. And that can be valuable if you're trying to do... I'm trying to figure out the right way to explain that, but it's like, if it feels good to you to have it on, it can help you a lot with making a lot of small adjustments. The reason why I have it off is because I want to feel every bit of my movement. Because I've tried playing on all the numbers from 0.01 all the way to 0.5, basically, just to see like what it would feel like that high. And there are advantages and disadvantages to using it. But the best thing I could say is that you're going for movement on your stick that will help you to, when you move slow, you can just kind of wiggle it into the right spot. You see, that's kind of like what I do. And then when you have gyro on it and I wiggle it, it kind of gives me a little bit more control. I hope I'm making sense because I'm just trying to condense all of this stuff into like 5 minutes. See you later, homie. Yeah, no, everybody has been told the wrong information about how to use it because nobody took the time to really figure out how to do it. And they didn't need to because they were already making money without it, right? But once people understand how to use all of this to its fullest potential, it will eliminate the argument that aim assist is a crutch and that people on controller suck because they have no skill and they need aim assist to be able to play good. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. Because if they can do this, it means that they have the patience to program their controller and the smarts to be able to understand how they are programming it. So they should get the benefit of that programming. That's basically what this is it's like programming everything to respond to your body. You're basically programming everything to respond to your natural body motion. That's what this is about. Hey, what's going on, Quixel? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, homie. Okay, that's a bot. Yeah, I like that pickaxe too, man. That's why I picked it. Yeah, I think it's a shame. Honestly, I think it's a shame that it's just been left alone because we've had this ability all this time, but nobody understood what it did. So it's just been basically a dormant superpower that we've had at our fingertips and we didn't know it. You know? And I'm just scratching the surface of it. There's so much more that can be done with this. Like, imagine if there was 20 of me doing this. How much further along would we be if there was 20 of me doing this? You see? What a clutch, man. What a clutch. That's the power of gyro right there, man. On full display. On full display. And that's what happened with most everybody that tried gyro for the first time, right? When it came out, it was such a big hype, like, oh my gosh, but nobody knew how to use it because there was no instruction. Especially for this game. Oops. Sorry, man. I don't know what's wrong with my throat. That's so funny, Quixel, that you thought you had to hold the controller sideways like a gun to play Gyro. You see? That is good proof right there that the marketing behind how to do this has been just terrible from the beginning. So that's what I aim to fix, is I want to map all of this out and try to make the best controller hand guide. Because once this knowledge, you're right, Rich 831. Once this knowledge gets out to the right person who takes what I'm doing and then takes it to another level, because my brain won't let me play good, then it's going to be a different way to play this game. It's gonna change everything. So that's the dream and the goal anyways. So we're gonna just keep trying for it until we get there. Yeah, no, that is another reason too, is that they were already good at regular old school ways to play, and it would just reset their learning curve if they tried to do this, right? Well, let me be the one to take all the hits. You can look at my stuff and learn how not to do it so that you can do it better. Because I literally have died so many times, man. I have died so many times. I think I'm 66th in the world for matches. Something like that. Because I've died so much. Trying to figure this stuff out. Yeah, see, there's a lot of misconception about what it even is, how to use it, you know? So that's why I'm doing my best to try and promote this and just get the word out there. Actually, let's go like this. This is a better combo. Better combo. Yeah, I've definitely been using this as like a lab experiment almost every night for the last 6 years. You know, it's a cool way to just kind of unwind from the day, you know. Spend a few hours before you go to bed. Yeah, well, you know, if it works, that would be a good way to at least try and see if that's something people would be interested in. You know, I think what will make this take off is when somebody, and this is what I try to do, but I can only do it for like 5 minutes, is when somebody can just go bing, 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 hit all their shots and just like nail people all the way through. And then do like a crazy like 180, end the match on a flick shot type thing, you know? And just make it look like it's just super fun. That is when it's gonna take off. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot. That really does mean a lot. Where is that even coming from? Oh, you're all the way over here. Okay. Okay, so if I don't win this match, then I'm the biggest goober ever. It's like they're trying to give it to me. I should win this match. Okay, I better not lose this match. Finally, bro. Finally. Come on, man. We finally got a win. Let's go. Richard831 says, Resub is a YouTuber who explains everything in the game super well. I don't know if he really made any video about it, but yeah, I think everybody made a Gyro video of like, hey, there's this new thing that's come out on controller. Watch out, everybody. But that was like for a month when it first came out. Everybody had a video about it when it first came out, but nobody really knew how to set it up. Yeah, I almost blew it. I almost blew it. Hey, what's going on, Beefacus69? Good to see you, man. And you did it with Gyro. Check it out. Beefacus69 just did a 12 elim game with 10 HP left, and he clutched it with the power of Gyro. I'm impressed, bro. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. If this is your first time here in chat, please like and subscribe. If you've been here before, I don't recognize it because the names are different. So forgive me if I don't recognize your name because the @ symbols are different than the original usernames that I got to know everybody by. Okay, what's the deal? I'm just trying to get in here. Yeah, I know, man. These are like ranked lobbies. And it's just regular. I can't even find a gun. Exactly. That's what we're shooting for. Is that, and there already is a Gyro Pro in Japan that has won money from FNCS, but nobody has been talking about it in Fortnite. And I think it's a shame, honestly. Oh my God, that is probably one of the greatest Gyro clips I've ever done in my life. Did you see how I just did that? That might be a history-making clip right there, bro. Oh my gosh. I wish I could just watch what I just did again. That was crazy, man. No! It always happens like that for me, bro. That was so funny. So funny. I should have had that guy, but as he killed me because I just was standing there spraying. You see, these are the things that if I just fix those little things, everything else gets so much better, right? If I had moved, if I had switched back to my shotgun, he would have been finished. Yeah, that's going to be a clip tomorrow, bro. That sequence right there is going to be a clip. Yeah, it was... It was so frustrating and exhilarating at the same time. I can't talk. Exhilarating. His name is TZD Kaf, K-A-F. And then another way you can spell his name is C-A-F-U Gyro. Cafu Gyro. Come on, man. So you can find him on YouTube, I think, under @Cafu Gyro. But, I mean, the fact that he went to FNCS, won some money from FNCS, and nobody's talking about it, what a shame. What a shame. So if I'm successful in what I'm trying to do, I want to fix that problem, you see? And start making it like gyro is a cool thing to do, right? If we can create the mindset that if you're a gyro player, you make money. If you're a gyro player, you're more intelligent. If you're a gyro player, you have more skill. That's kind of the culture that I want to promote with all of this, because it takes a lot of thought and a lot of brain power to try and understand what you're doing with this, because it's just like an instrument. Just imagine like somebody picking up, this is the best analogy that I have for this, okay? This is, aim assist is like picking up the Fisher-Price guitar at the store and pushing one button and going bang, 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 bang. That's what everybody is doing and winning tournaments with it, okay? But then somebody picks up a real guitar and starts trying to do the same thing to it, and they're like, oh, this thing sucks, man. But they've got a real guitar in their hands and they don't understand it, you see? That's what the difference is that everybody is stuck in this mode because they haven't seen somebody really play a real guitar with this, if that makes sense, if you understand the analogy I'm making here. When somebody sees Jimi Hendrix for the first time do this crazy stuff on Gyro, then it's going to be like, oh, I understand what this is about. Let's see what we can do with it. You know, because it can honestly be a whole new wave of content for Fortnite that nobody ever considered, because, you know, what does anybody have to lose by trying to master this? Because all the content out there right now has been regurgitated 50 million times. So this will be a new, fresh way to play the game, you see. You see how I just did that? That was drift snapping to perfection right there. Bottom line is the opportunity is wide open. If I can do this, then you could probably do it a million times better. Bro, that was crazy movement right there, man. See, I'm still alive by the power of Gyro, bro. You see, the reason I was able to get out of all that was because I was able to make a bunch of tiny adjustments by drift snapping and moving like this. What? Oh man, I almost clutched out of that, bro. I almost clutched out of that, man. I think I'm tired because I'm not even talking right anymore. I'm like, I almost clutch out of that. All right, I'm going to go one more match and then I got to go to bed. I know. See, right here, it's almost perfect, right? I'm trying to go for it all and get the correct, like the true correct timing for drift snapping. I'm not going to find it tonight, obviously, but the way I have it set up right now is it's close enough that I can use it to play a whole match if I really focus on what I'm trying to do with my movement. So finding the correct drift snap number or numbers is what's going to make it feel more easy for me to make these kind of plays without trying so hard. That's kind of what I'm going for. So I can do all of this stuff right now because I'm trying to concentrate on the correct timing to push that button and get it to go where I want it to go. But if I get the right timing, I don't have to think about it as hard. I can just spam it, and it can literally just be something that I turn my brain off because I can just spam it to get to the right spot. So the reason why it's working right now is because I'm consciously thinking of the timing. All right, last match. Let's get all the good vibes in this match working right now. We're going to use drift snapping to perfection. And we're going to have a good time this match. We're going to get another win tonight. Here we go. This is why we don't give up. Oh. I tried to cue it up again and it just, it's like, I feel like my life is a comedy or something. And somebody is watching and just laughing right now. I tried to cue it up and make it cool, and it just turned into another shotgun to the face. Okay, here we go. Last match. No more queuing it up. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay, here we go. Everything I've ever learned is going to happen in this match. There's never anything in this building. Why do I always come to that building? Never again. Never again. Never again. Never again. Okay, where's this guy at? Is he up here? Where did he go? Okay, I gotta go one more. Bro. One more time. That was terrible. I can't end it like that. One more match. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. All right, last match for real. We can do it. I know we can. My mistake there is I didn't get looted up enough. I didn't even have shield. I should have just focused on getting shield and then tried to go after him. So my chances kept getting lower the more that I was running around with no shield. Everything you need, I'll get that. All right, here we go. Last one for real, for real. Ooh, this looks like a repeat of another match. How am I still alive right now? I don't know. Probably because they were all terrible players. That's why. Oh my gosh. No way. Bro. Wow. I've got some really great gyro clips tonight, man. That was incredible. Incredible. Did you guys see that? I mean, I can't believe that I just pulled that off. That was crazy. 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 Crazy for feeling so blue. Alright, let's go with that. No! Okay, I gotta go to bed. I got some really great gyro clips tonight. I'm happy for it. We've got good stuff on the horizon. We just gotta keep pushing. Everything's gonna go great. At least that's what I'm hoping for. So anyways, love you guys. See you tomorrow.